Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Warcraft 3 gameplay cast by me. Yes. This game was taken from the Gera Cup finals that I was able to cast personally. I did cast it on stream, and if you, for whatever reason, could not see it, well then I got it here for you. This is the finals of the whole cup. Winner takes all. This is a best of 5 between, as the players I'm gonna introduce, yeah. Spawning as the blue orc, it is Cash. And his opponent, spawning as the silver orc, it's Xelsing. Orcs versus orc here on Twisted Meadows. Alright. Both players looks like they're gonna open up for the standard Blade Master Grunt build. Now, a little background from these players. Cash is a very well-known orc. He's been in the finals of many tournaments. He actually made it pretty high in the WEC tournament in China, which wasn't very thought of due to the fact that, you know, he's European and not... Oh, that's glitchy. He's European and not, you know, Chinese, Korean. So the fact that he could get that high is pretty good. Xelsing... I've seen him in tournaments. I think he has a stream. He's been in tournaments, but I don't think he's ever been to the finals of a tournament this big. So him being in this, he might get a little nervous, but he might do really good. It depends. I already know the standards and what's going to happen in this game, but I have to act all surprised because you do not know what's going to happen. Both players sending out a peon to scout. Unfortunately, our blue orc scouted in the right direction, so Gray will not get his information as quickly as he'd like to. Although, him seeing the peon come in his direction should pretty much let him know where he spawned. I feel like the sound is not on track. I don't know. Alright. Blue saw what's what, making sure no fast tech. An orc versus orc. Seeing a Farseer into a fast tech's not that uncommon. You don't see it as much as you used to, but it's still not that uncommon. As for blue, looks like he's gonna go to shop, sell his TP, buy a circlet, and a dust to deal with the other Blade Master. And it looks like he's gonna go out and creep the no Overseer camp. Meanwhile, Silver going to the other shop to sell his TP and do the same thing. In Orc Mirror, honestly, out of all the mirror matchups, I think this is the one where you can show most of your skill. You do the same things, you keep the same patterns, but in Orc versus Orc, it really all depends on who can micro better, in my opinion. But Silver is around. He is going to attack Blue's Blade Master. He got a nice hit on it. And then Overseer is still up. Depends who's going to get the item. Alright, Silver uses his dust. One walks again. Blue might lose a grunt here if he's not careful. Ooh. Blue does have a... No, that's Silver's grunt. Right, I got to really pay attention to this. Alright, got to see who gets the Overseer. Alright. The kill was given to Blue. The item was given to Silver, though. Cause of attack. Dust appearance. Both Blade Masters are revealed. Gray wants to go for Blue's Orc though. His grunt very weak though. Nice micro, keeping him alive. Both these Blade Masters are very low here. Meanwhile, the grunts are having their battle way up here. Blue has one Windlock left in him. He's gonna put a healing salve on his grunt. Will he get hit one last time? I don't know why Gray's grunt stopped. Blue, once that Windwalk runs out, he's going to be out of Windwalks for a little while, so I'd be careful if I was him. Oh, he spots him. He still has a Windwalk. Is he going to use it? No. Gray does have his boots of speed, so his Blade Master should be able to run away in time. And it looks like both players are going to back off. Meanwhile, these grunts are still having their little chase over here. Blue gonna pick up his own boots of speed. Tech wise, Gray's very ahead on tech. I don't know how that happened. It happened though. which means he'll be able to get his Shadow Hunter out faster, his Bestiary, his Spirit Lodge, get all the good stuff. Meanwhile, Blue gonna do some multitasking and use his grunts to creep out this green spot. That will give his Blade Master level 2. Critical Strike's gonna be very helpful in a fight. Meanwhile, both players are searching around trying to see if they can creep jack each other, but sadly, they're not gonna be able to find each other. Oh, Blue might get himself a target. He's got one Windlock left. Alright, he's gonna go in here. Silver, Gray, I'm just gonna call him Gray. Gray does have Disappearance. I believe Blue last hitted that Null Warden. Dust is gonna go down, and Blue has one Windlock left in him. He's gonna see, he's sticking around. Gray has all of his grunts there. Gonna healing salve on him. Blue got his grunts into the fight. Gonna see if they can. Gray actually going for the grunt, not the Null. So Blue did get the last hit off of that. Ooh, nice. That grunt experience was denied due to the ogre last hitting it. Gray does see that he's planning to creep here. Sadly, though, he's still at level 1, so Blue having a level 2 Blade Master does get him ahead. Gray has more grunts, because I believe Blue did lose one. Berserker Strength coming in, Shadowhunter, Bestiary, Spirit Lodge. Coming from both players, actually. Gray must have delayed his Shadowhunter because he should have had him out by now, especially since he was ahead in the tech. Maybe he's focusing, you know, because the micro battle. Alright, Circle of Nobility, picked up by Gray, boosting up his Blade Master even more. He's gonna want level 2 though for the critical strike. So in the meantime, he's behind in the levels. He is ahead in units though, as Blue does not have his tier 2 buildings done yet, so he's not gonna be able to pump the Raiders, not gonna be able to get the Spirit Cows. Both players healing up their Blade Masters, getting their mana back. I think Gray should creep until level 2, and it looks like he wants to stay in the offensive. Both players actually want to stay in the offensive. Did Gray see that Blade Master? He should have heard the Windwalk. If Shadowhunter actually stepping out a little, is gonna get hexed. Alright, looks like we might have a Blue looks like Blue doesn't want to take that fight. Spirit Link's going down. This might tell me that Gray wants to attack. Blue does not have any Spirit Walkers, so he still does have Spirit Link. His Blade Master's poking out a little. Looks like he's gonna creep with his Shadowhunter. Both players deciding to creep. Alright, Gray's Blade Master getting to level 2. Soul Mask, that's actually a very nice item. I'd pass that off to the Shadowhunter for more healing waves. Although Blue's Shadowhunter is not at level 2 yet, so he might not get healing waves. And Snare going down the Grunt. I'm not sure if that was the Troll Trapper or the Raider. I think it was the Troll Trapper. So I don't think Raiders and Snare last that long. So losing that Grunt is going to hurt him in the long fight. Gray trying to be a little greedy and creep this. Will we be able to get away with it? Blue's Blade Master is coming in. Gray's Grunt is stuck here. Does get out. Another ensnare going on actually a weaker Grunt. That might be a nice pick off. Ooh, does get it. That little bit of agility. Blue's Blade Master getting CC'd here. Blue's Shadowhunter still doesn't have level 2, so he's not able to heal wave him. Blue gonna pick up a healing scroll. And just Gray has the better army here. Another Hex going down on Blue's Blade Master. Hex going down on Gray's Blade Master too. Healing Scroll being used by blue. Another snare going down to Raider, and snare going on Gray's Raider. Spirit Links. There's a lot of stuff happening here. Blue's Blade Master a little bit lower than you'd like it to be. And it looks like Blue's gonna back up, but his Shadow Hunter is not able to survive and goes down. And the Raider. Ooh, this doesn't look good for the Blue Orc at all here. Does not look good for Cash. Alright, I'm gonna see if he can snipe off the troll, possibly. He doesn't have level 2 Windwalks, so these Windwalks aren't lasting very long. It looks like Gray's gonna back off. He did pull some peons here, so that tells me he is gonna want to do the final fight. You know, put the Spirit Links on the peons. Pretty much makes your army even tankier. Alright, Shadow Hunter was at level 1, so his resurrection time's not the longest. Let's see, it's currently 44 supply for the Blue Orc and 50 for the Silver Orc. You know, since they're both orcs, actually, I might just... You know what, next game I'll call them by their names, see if I quit stuttering. Alright. Cash deciding to creep out the Goblin Laboratory camp. Oh, and Gray's coming in from behind. He's gonna see if he can snipe down the Kodo. Just a chance being used here. More Spirit Links, though. Speed Scroll even gonna be used. This doesn't look like a good fight for Blue at all. And GG's gonna be called. Xelsing takes the series 1-0. This is a best of 5, so Xelsing is up 1-0 with Cash being the one with the 0.